All right, hi. This week we're recording on my GoPro because, like I mentioned last week, I wanted to experiment doing my Saturday videos on my different cameras. So I have a Canon G7X. A lot of the episodes, almost all of them, have been recorded on Zoom on a web camera. If you've noticed the past few episodes. So what's this about? Every Saturday I do something called Saturday Uncut, which is a video series where I challenge myself to create unedited videos each week. It's pretty straightforward. It's a way for me to practice the way I speak and to develop my confidence on camera. Okay, so every Saturday, I start off this video series by answering 3 questions from an app called 365 and Me. All right, so the 3 questions for this week are, hold on. Who do you trust? Who do you trust? My mom. I trust my mom. She's someone that I love so much. I trust her. She loves me so much too. We chat all the time. She's someone that I trust. She's someone that will always feel is on my side. Second question, do you believe in love at first sight? Do I believe in love at first sight? Yeah, I believe in love at first sight. It's possible. Yeah, you could fall in love with someone just by meeting them for the very first time. And the third and last question this week is, how do you eat an Oreo? How do I eat an Oreo? When it comes to Oreos, I'm boring. I just buy it probably and I probably dip it in milk, but I don't do that whole twist and dunk thing. I'm not sure if that's an American thing, but probably this question is a bit centric on, is this an American app? But yeah. After I answer these 3 questions, I move on to something where I also mention one thing that I'm watching and one thing that I'm listening to. So one thing that I'm watching this past week is a Japanese series on Netflix called What I Ate for Breakfast Yesterday. It's about these 2 guys in their mid-40s who are just living the most domesticated life. One of them is a lawyer, one of them is a hairdresser. I'm only on the first episode. And of course they're a couple and how they navigate this whole domestic life about what to eat. It sounds so simple, but it's also kind of relatable for couples. A lot of couples who have during this pandemic who just cook for each other. I mean, PJ cooks for me all the time and I should be cooking for him too, right? One song that I'm listening to, I'm listening to a lot of Mamamoo, and I think they're coming up with an album this week. But a song that I'd like to highlight is from Troye Sivan, which I just listened to earlier. It's called Angel Baby. It's a very sentimental song. I'm not sure everyone likes Troye Sivan. I love his music, by the way. I just love the whole production of it, the sound, the vibe. I feel like something I could just listen to while driving in a car. I know some people probably don't like that, but his song, it's called Angel Baby. It's really good. You should listen to it if you haven't yet. Okay, a few things that are happening this past week. I actually took down notes because I feel like I'm all over the place right now. But what's happening? Community cases are really high in Singapore in the past few days. It's the highest community cases witnessed, I feel. And surprisingly, this is part of this whole new endemic living, which the government here, authorities here are promoting, which is we basically have to live with the virus. 81% of the population is fully vaccinated in Singapore. I'm fully vaccinated, and we're supposed to be in the office twice a week. Of course, the discretion is there. If you're not feeling well, you stay home. You go for checkups. You get your what do you call it? Those antigen tests. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of playing it safe. I'd rather be at home. I don't feel comfortable just jumping into a crowded shopping mall. I mean, of course, all the measures are still there. Social distancing, there's a cap on gatherings, how many people could be together in one spot, and dining in. There are restrictions. Of course, the government, I feel, has done a great job with that. No questions asked there. But yeah, it's just mentally preparing yourself to be out there again when there are like 500 cases, a lot of them unlinked, and a bit of hypocrisy. I feel like, where's the anger? Because the anger in the past few months has always been directed towards like foreigners or how many imported cases there are. But now you have like 10 imported cases and then you have 500 like locally transmitted cases. It's like, yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel. I'm staying at home. I don't really have any plans. I probably meet friends only twice a month. You know, staying at home, I'm comfortable here. A lot of things that I want to get done as well. So another thing, a big piece of news, and I posted about this on my blog, backpacker.com. I made the spot down payment for my condo. It's a 3% spot down payment, which is part of the whole package that I got for the payment plan. So I am officially, it's a go. I am now on the path to owning my first property in Metro Manila. It's at EDSA Mandaluyong. It's called Light Residence 2. I don't think I mentioned it previously in my previous Saturday Uncut videos, but I talk more about it in my on my blog, on the reasons that went through my mind on why I took this investment. So yeah, I'm officially it'll be 5 years for me. It'll take 5 years until I can get the unit, which is fine. It's the payment terms are pretty comfortable, and I love how it just ignites a fire. Like I mentioned previously, it's like igniting a flame under your ass. It just makes you want to hustle more, work harder, and know that because I have responsibilities, I have something to pay, something to look forward to. Yeah. A few things this past week. Also, I started swimming again. My goal is to swim at least once a week, and my goal is to run at least twice a week. So this is on top of my evening workouts. I'm trying to diversify that because, yeah, I feel like, I've been quite stagnant working out here. This is actually where I work out, this living room. So I enjoy running a lot, and I joined the KL Standard Chartered Virtual Run in November. It's only 10 kilometers, but I want to aim for my personal best for that. I have a few recording sessions for my podcast upcoming. There hasn't been an episode uploaded for a little bit because I had to focus on my job. I'm sort of like flying solo right now in my role in my team, and yeah, so I sort of like took a back seat for that. But new episodes are coming up definitely on my podcast, and yeah, I'm planning to do a video episodic about living here in Pasir Ris, about living here in this condo. I've been here for a year this September, and I haven't done a video yet featuring what to see here in this development. Yeah, there's lots of swimming pools. There's a gym I haven't even been to, and it's pretty comfortable. It's been my home during this whole crisis, to think. Okay, we've reached the end of the video. I always ask at the end of each video if what I'm doing now or the past few days is contributing to my end goal. Definitely. Again, I made that spot down payment. I'm in week 5 of my Japanese classes. Yeah, I feel like I'm a broken record when I say that because I said the same thing last week. But yeah, holding myself accountable for that, I am making progress. And to cap this video at the very end is a piece of advice. It's never too late to learn a new language. I chose Japanese because I'm fascinated by Japan, and I grew up in Japan when I was a kid, and I just love Japanese culture a lot. The food, how they have 4 seasons. In Singapore, you don't get 4 seasons. I'm very proud of myself for taking those first few steps to study and learn Japanese. And I think it's never too late to study a new language. Just choose one: Spanish, German, Mandarin. Just choose a new language and take 10 minutes each day. Use an app like Duolingo, and then 10 minutes each day is like an hour and 10 minutes every week. Imagine all the new words, new numbers, all the new terms you could learn just by learning to speak a new language. Alright, I'm not sure how this video is going to turn out because it's recorded in 2.7K on my GoPro. I hope it turns out fine and that my voice is pretty clear. But that's all for tonight, this Saturday. Oya suminasai. Alright, bye-bye.